All right, in this tutorial, we're going to manage people or users. Within the site, we can go to user or people. We can see all the users that are added to the site. And of course, the site only just has the one. You can see the number of individuals that are loaded. You also have advanced search, so you can drill down and find out how many users are on your site. Nice to see, like last time they've accessed the site, and a nice one to use is this 0 for never, because what you'll end up having are a lot of people that have signed up for the site but have never logged in, or spam bots that have come to the site. And so what you can do is actually go in here and put on 0, hit apply, and then all the users that have never logged in will show up. And then I tend to either delete them or block the user. I find blocking the user is a little bit better than deleting a user, because if it's a spam bot, they'll continue to go and create those accounts in the same usernames. And so by blocking them, they're unable to log in to the website, and they're also unable to create new accounts under those names. So it tends to keep the spam from coming in. But you can filter by other, see by role, permission, unless you understand how the permissions in Drupal work. It's not going to make any difference. And the number of items per page and that sort of thing. You can also export to a CSV to be able to, export them into another database, or, something else you keep around the office. You can also bulk operate. So again, we were talking about block and delete, but you can modify the user roles and give them the different roles. In the base application, you'll have two different roles. One's an editor and one's a contributor. An editor is kind of the top level site editor that kind of has control as much as possible. There's one above that, it's called administrator, and that's what we are as administrators of the website. And so we have a much higher level and access, and we try to minimize the access to the other areas, not just for your own safety and protection. A lot of damage can be done, but as an editor, you have quite a bit to do. And then a contributor is just that, someone who can create content, edit their own content, that sort of thing, but can't access some of the other higher level admin areas like menus and et cetera, et cetera. So you can do this, and you can also see that when you edit and add a user, there's standard information that gets put in. So what we can do is anytime we want to add a user, we'd fill out this form, give them a username, give them a password. I like to use a standard password that reminds them that they need to change something, but it's up to you what you'd like to use. They're active. We want to notify the user of the new account, so this sends them an email and it gives them all the login instructions that they require. We're going to give them a role. So in this case, let's make them another editor, because they're, say, a higher level staff person, and this is Joe's. And then we just hit create account, and Joe would get an email that shows how to do it all. And then he can log in and change his username and change his password, and then we'll be able to see Joe in the people section. So it's pretty straightforward adding people to the site, just making sure that you're managing all your spam accounts, all the spam accounts that do get created, and making sure that they're not accessing and creating a bunch of spam comments or trying to join groups or whatever. But you'll mostly see them trying to create an account, and there might be tons in here. In fact, we've seen it around thousands, and it does happen, and there's nothing we can do to avoid it. We do put in some honeypot protection to avoid the spam bots getting at it, but that should be about it. Thank you very much for watching.